Well, hello everybody, and I hope you're doing better than me. Well, I got to tell you, I blew the first match already, and now I'll be in the chasing for the rest of the season, all because of something I did that was my fault, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, and then we're going to get on with other things. Okay, so now I'm going to go over what I did wrong. As you can see here now, I have a little punch list that apparently my 3 brain cells need that because what happened yesterday was because of my memory and forgetting something. So this is my 21st Century X, Hybrid X front rest, okay? This is the original settings. I just put this, the original head. I just put this back on maybe 2 weeks ago. It used to have these blocks on here. Okay, they have felt sides and they have these feet, which are pivoting, which is what I really liked about this. And when I took this head off, there were 2 holes and I had bolts that went down there and held it in place. Okay, so it sat like this. I'm going to put a picture in here. You'll see what it used to look like. But no matter how much I would have these bolts tightened down, just from transport or something, they would get a little cocked or get out of place, and it was a pain in the ass having to get a wrench out and reset them. So I went back to this, and this works fine if you remember to tighten it down on your rifle, so it squeezes down on your rifle. I did not do that yesterday. And I know that that makes a hell of a difference because I caught it once when I was doing some testing when I was at the range. I realized, oh shit. And then I tighten these down. You want to tighten them down. I'm going to show you upcoming here. You don't want them too tight where the rifle won't slide, but you don't want them too loose. I'm going to show that. So anyways, I have this punch list, and that's how I did that. And so now we're going to get on to other things. Okay, as you can see, this is not at the range. This is a makeshift shooting bench, which will work just fine. So I just want to show how I do this, and it's a good practice to get into. So first of all, is I put my bag, my rear bag, I bring it to the end of the bench. And this is just me. You could be different. Most people, I'd have to say 95% of the people shoot from the side of the bench, where it's cut out here. I shoot from the back of the bench, okay? I'm about here. I'm directly behind. So I put my rear rest to the edge of the bench. Then on my rear rest on this handle here, I took a piece of wire and I cut it to the length where I want this to be. So if I'm just setting up now, I'll have that there. I'll put this here, and I'll take this piece of wire to figure out where I want this to be. Because that's the balance of when my gun is set up. Of course, you don't have to do it that way, but I'm just showing you how I do it. And once I have that, I move this out of the way on the bench, and I get behind here, and I line this up looking at this in that front knob, which is straight up 90 degrees, and I line it up at my target, the best that I can do, okay, onto my target by eye. That is the best I can do. And once I have that, and then I put this back, okay, and then I mount my rifle. And I take this and I tap this down a couple of times to get my sand nice and flat there, and I'll smack these side back ones, my ears, I'll smack them together so it's got a good, nice channel there. Then, as you can see, I'm way too loose up there up front. And this is exactly what I forgot to do yesterday. I didn't even check this, okay? So, I will tighten these up. Those can even go a little more. That's good. You should have a good kind of medium hard pullback. If only you could feel the pressure through this video. Boy, wouldn't that be amazing? But that's about it. Okay, so now the next thing I'll do is hopefully I can show this in video, is I've got my rifle all set up. Now, I sit behind a little to the left of the rifle, so the buttstock lines up with my shoulder right here, okay? That's where I want to be. And then I just lean into it, drop my head, and I'm right in there. I am right in there. And now a lot of guys use a cheek piece. As you can see, that is why I have this cutout. I do not want my cheek or anything touching this rifle. Okay, just barely touching with my shoulder. Barely touching, just where I can feel it touching my shoulder. And then my hand, I used to go no touch at all, but now I kind of just hold this grip real lightly with my thumb on top and my trigger finger. And that's it. But what I'll do before that now is I'm going to look through the scope and I'm going to look at the target and place that X somewhere and pull back and forth, back and forth, to make sure that that's lined up straight. If it's left or right, I can give the bag a little bump here, a little bump there, and line it up perfect. So that's how I make sure I'm on line. And that's also testing to make sure I'm tight enough. Now, you can always go back up there and just give it a snug, because sometimes that sand will compress and it'll get a little loose. So it's one of those things you got to keep an eye on. And then, of course, I'll sit here and I'll dry fire a couple times. Get my finger back into the muscle memory. Okay, now I'm going to show you some trigger control in the pad. So I'll have to reset up here. Okay, now when we get to trigger control, this is going to... First of all, I have to tell you, this is a two-stage trigger. So on this type of trigger, you pull back lightly and you'll feel it stop. You see me pulling back real lightly and it stops. That's the first stage. That tells me that I'm ready to go. And then just a light, and there's the release. Stop, release. Okay, that's my trigger. That's a two-stage. Yours will be different. If you use a single-stage trigger like most people do, it'll just release. Okay, there'll be no stopping in between. So, what I want to show you here is right here is where your finger, where it should be touching the trigger, on the pad of your finger. Not up here, not back here, and definitely not in the crook. Like that. Okay, so you don't want it on the tip. You don't want it down by the joint. You want it like right in the middle on the pad of your finger. Okay? So we'll do a couple dry fires here. So I'll warm up. I'm not even touching the trigger yet. I'll get myself on target. Then I'll just rest my finger on that trigger. You know, pull back till I feel it stop. I'll let out some air. Make sure I'm solid. Think of everything else I can. And just pull straight back and hold it. Hold it. Don't be one of these that... Here, let me show you. So I'm going to do that again. All right, I'm past the first stage. I'm on the second stage now. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be jumping off of it. Hold it back. It's all in the motion, all right? I'm past the first stage. I'm resting on the second stage. All right, I think I'm ready. And then I release. Doesn't have to be that long, but just don't let off of it right away. Just hold it back. I mean, this would be probably what I do. All right, I pulled back. I'm on the second stage. And that's it. That's going to give you a lot better results. Gives you time to think about what you're doing. So, all in all, that's how this works. That just about covers that. And if you need to make yourself a punch list like I did, do it. Don't be embarrassed. People forget stuff all the time. It's everybody I talk to, they go, oh yeah, I did that too. I did that too. So I jokingly put myself down all the time because there's a lot of things to think of. If any of you guys are golfers, you'll know what I'm talking about. A golf swing is about 100 different things you got to think of all at once. So there you go. I hope this helps you out, and wish me luck on the rest of the season. Okay, thank you for watching. If you liked or learned something from this video, please hit the like button. And please also hit the subscribe button and the notifications to be notified of all my new videos. This QR code will take you to my website store where I sell the brackets, t-shirts, and basically anything else that I don't use anymore. You never know what's going to be there, so check often. There is also a wealth of information there. Thank you for watching.